Alright, so we're going to test the waters of the new AutoCAD 2020 to see how this thing shakes out here a little bit. So this is what we're going to end up drawing. So I'll refer back to that every once in a while. But I'm going to go ahead and click on the AutoCAD 2020 English and get that opened up. I've only briefly looked at it for a second, so things might change a little bit for us here as we go. It was time to upgrade there, so all my students wouldn't get left behind as industry changes. And usually it takes a couple of minutes for this to kind of get going the first time you do it every day. I don't know if that's just our computers at our school or if that does that everywhere, but it usually takes a few minutes. So in the meantime, I'm going to look back at this drawing as that works itself up there. We're going to try to center this 5-inch wide part by 8-inch long part on a drawing. We'll just start by making a space there. Actually, we might not even try this to do that. We probably are just going to go ahead and just draw this to test some things out, and then we'll center it on the screen. We'll just center it on the paper. So let's go back to AutoCAD. It's kind of there. It's open. We're going to expand that as large as we can, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on new to see what happens when we get a new drawing come up there. It might take a second, and I'll start with the AutoCAD template. So I'm going to start with a drawing template. That's the AutoCAD drawing template right there. We'll worry about customizing them later. For now, we're just going to go with this. And as it comes up, we see a lot of the same old features that we have seen before. There's some things I want to go ahead and automatically look at. I want to look right here, click on this, and I do think we're going to go down here to Workspace and check the Workspace so that comes up so we can see that we're working in annotation and drafting and not in 3D modeling or 3D basics. So for right now, this is what we want to start with. Our origin points down here at the bottom. I prefer to dock my command line so I can see 3 lines and then another one up there, and it looks like we're still loading up a ribbon there that we're ready to go. As you get started, there are some things you're going to need to know and want to know, and these are ribbons up here. You've got all your pull downs there. You've got an application menu there, a quick access toolbar here. I think I just said these are ribbons, and the ribbons are important to us. This over here is a view cube, and we'll work with that more when we get into get into 3D. This is a navigation toolbar. Our command line is down here. Like I said, I like to have mine docked down there, and then this is the UCS icon, and that'll be more important to us later, but you can only ever draw in AutoCAD. You can only ever draw in the XY plane. So I'm going to start by clicking on a line, and I'll put a line right about here, and I'm going to just kind of go upward. I'm going to hit F8 to straighten it out, and I was going to go up 5, and then I'll go towards the right. I already forgot that distance. It was 1.5. So I'll go 1.5 this way, 1.5. I'm going to come down 1.75. Then I'm going to go to the right there. The entire length was 8, and 8 minus 1.5 is 6.5. This thickness was 0.5. I'm going to go back. Nope, wasn't 0.5. I'm going to undo that. Hit U and undo, and I'm going to go down here. It was 1.5. Then I'll go back this way, 6.5. Then I'm going to go down 1.75, and then I'm going to hit C to close it. So that automatically closes it, because you can see right here, or I could click close right there, but I can type C and hit enter, and it closes it. Now, to zoom out, I'm going to double click the mouse wheel, and it zooms to the extent of that. So we got the very basics of it done. That part is done really, really quickly. And then the next thing I'll do is we're going to go, and we're just going to test this one out too, is I'm going to save this part. So I'll click on Save As here, or you can go to this menu here and come down here and click on Save As. Oops, I don't know what happened there. Come down here and click on Save As, and it'll come up here in My Documents. And let's see, that part was 124-4-49B. So 124-4-49B. And we'll click Save. So it should save it there in My Documents. All right, so we've got this now saved. Next thing I'm going to do is I want to try to see what the printing looks like. We're not going to print it for real. Let me look something real quick. You don't have to worry too much about this. I wanted to see if there's an option here. We might explore this in a little bit, but for right now we're going to do this way. Go to print, and we'll go to print to PDF, or you can come down here to DWG to PDF is the one you should do. So you're going to make this file as a DWG file, and we're going to print it to a PDF file. And then we'll go here and look at this, and we're going to see that that's an ANSI 8.5 by 11, so that's right. The display, I'm going to change it to extents because we zoom to extents out here, center the plot, and we can fit it to the paper, or we can say that we want it to be 1:1, and that's exactly the way it should be, is 1:1 on here. So when I click preview, it should center that on my page, and it should look just like that. And then I'll click plot, and it's going to make that file for me in my documents, and it's going to say model behind it. Click save as, and it should pop up here. And when you're taking a test, or you have something, a deliverable that you have to turn in, you turn in the PDF file. All right, so that's what it should look like. Before you go any farther, I want you to show me this. I want to know that you know how to do it on your own, without looking, without getting help. So you should try to do this without getting help, because you want to master all the skills. All right, so I'd like to see it, and then find out some things from you before you move on to the next one. So let me see this before we go. All right, that's good. Let's move on.